Okay, folks, do you have any questions before we start?
Just on the bucket. In the car.
No questions.
It's not as spicy. Not as spicy. No, it's still got the caffeine.
All right. Wasp. Just kidding. PSI seat say. That was great. That's gonna be a core memory from now on.
If only the class was recording.
All right, time to learn about ambulance operations. What is right is rarely popular. What is popular is rarely right. Remember that before you let someone else's words, thoughts, or actions influence your choice in words, thoughts, and actions. Any questions? You want to be known for doing things correct, saving lives, or for being popular? Oh, patience that, but you're a great person. All right, what are we gonna learn about today? The end is near. 3 types of ambulances. There will be test questions. They are not like fire engines. It has nothing to do with the type of equipment and staffing. Staffing and equipment generally is always the same. The 3 different types of ambulances are the build. Know the phases of an ambulance call. Understand why daily inspections are critical. Vehicle safety rules. Know the advantages and disadvantages of using air ambulances, including operations at a landing zone to keep yourself from getting killed. Any questions so far? All right, that's type 1 ambulance. It is a pickup chassis or a truck chassis with a box mounted on the back. That is a type 1 ambulance. Any question on what a type 1 ambulance is? Type 2 ambulance is a van with the roof cut off and extended. Any questions on what a type 2 ambulance is? No questions. Moving on. A type 3 ambulance is a van with the back of it cut off and the box put on where they walk through. That is a type 3 ambulance. Any questions? Type 1 without question. Type 3s can be bigger, but type 1s are easier just to deal with. They're easier mechanically, they're easier all the way around. Any questions? I'll give you an example. A water pump goes out on a type 3. It's going to be a 3-day job. You have to pull the entire end off the ambulance with the engine. Just to replace the water pump, then you have to put it all back on. Phases of an ambulance call. Or is it a type 1? You pop the hood, take the serpentine belt off, 4 bolts, a couple of hoses, put it back on, you're back to service in an hour. Phases of an ambulance call. Preparation, which is everything. Preparation is everything. Then dispatched. Responding, not getting killed responding. Arriving at scene. Scene size up patient assessment, getting the patient to the ambulance. Taking them to the appropriate destination facility. Arriving at the appropriate destination facility without getting killed. Cleaning up, doing all of your post-run stuff, and then returning to service. Any questions on the phases of an ambulance call? No questions, huh? All right, let's go over the preparation phase. You have to make sure your hip, they can be as I thought, saw. Now, hang on. Maybe I should have brought one more energy drink. Okay. Making sure your equipment is on the ambulance, it's fully stocked, and everything is operational and working. Including mechanical and safety things, all of your equipment, and you know how to use it, you're not looking at the instructions as your patients go. And then you can use it immediately. Making sure that you have your map books. Making sure that you know your area. If you rely on GPS, you will be misled. I promise you. And making sure that you check it every single day, which is required. Regardless of what. I had checked it yesterday. Things go sideways, trust me. People grab stuff off your ambulance, stuff gets missing, stuff breaks. Any questions? The minimal equipment required by DOT. Most counties and most states require much more than this, but the minimal equipment is listed here. Airway ventilation, suction, a gurney, wound care, bandaging, splints, child OB kit, a defibrillator. Any questions? That's the bare minimum. Any questions? Have to make sure you have your BSI. What? Oh, I can't, there's like the light shining in, I can't see them.
Yes, outside of that list, you just showed that you would always have on the ambulance.
What's that?
What are things outside of that list you just said that you?
Oh my God.
Outside of,
Well, for this county, it's a 4-page list.
okay. Well, those are the big ones then.
Let me give you an example. We'll go BLS. Oops, that's not it. No, maybe it is. Yep,
Stephen at work.
there you go.
Lots of the day.
It's the minimal requirements for a BLS ambulance in this county.
That's something Steve. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't think of that one.
And then for an ALS ambulance. 7 pages. Of equipment that you're required to have the minimum of. And none of it can be expired.
And the stuff that you don't have two of, is that like not critical or
What's that?
the things that you don't have two of? Or do you have, does everything have like two?
That's the minimum amount you're supposed to have.
Okay.
You can have more. Minimum. This is why it costs $300 an hour to maintain and run an advanced life support ambulance. 24 hours a day. It's the reason why ambulance bills are so expensive. Does that answer your question, sir?
And we have both kinds of ambulance, the ALS and BLS in Siskiyou County.
Yeah,
Okay.
mostly ALS, but sometimes BLS.
Okay.
EMTs and paramedics, firefighters, cops are very hard to find these days. Getting harder every year. That's a good thing. Become an EMT, you'll never have to worry about finding a job. When I first graduated from College of the Siskiyous with my degree, my firefighter one, my EMT and every cert, we were like 6,000 of us flying for one job. Those days are long since over. Now it's like, are you breathing? We'd like you to work for us. Yeah, no, literally, if you go on Indeed right now and look at firefighter, EMT, paramedic or law enforcement jobs, there's open hiring literally everywhere. Any questions? All right, any questions about BSI? Make sure you always have shoes on. Barefoot EMTs doesn't end well. Yes.
So you can wear flip flops.
I don't recommend it.
What about Crocs?
I don't recommend it.
That's not a no.
It'll be up to your agency and state requirements, but I don't recommend it. There are EMS that work in shorts. I tried shorts for a while. First time you go trudging through the brush to get a car wreck victim that pukes and bleeds on you after you've just rubbed your legs through sticks and brush, it's a really bad BSI idea. You'll notice now I do not wear shorts. Gave it a try, was recommended by other people. At the beginning of this thing, if you listen to someone that's not very smart, you do those things, it's on you, not on them. Any questions? All right. Work scene stuff. Any questions? Again, it'll be required by your county. Any questions? Pre-planning and navigation. Know your response area. If you have no idea the area you're working in, bad things are going to happen. If you blindly follow GPS or Google Maps, bad things are going to happen. I can guarantee you with 100% certainty, Google Maps does not send you on the most direct or the fastest route, even though it thinks it does. Any questions? You go down to Dunsmuir, it will guide you down roads that do not exist and never have existed. They've only existed in the planning commission where those maps got uploaded from. No questions. All right, every ambulance in the nation has to have at least an EMT on it. 2 EMTs is strongly recommended. However, in some rural areas like Siskiyou County, you may get a county exemption to run with an advanced first aider or a first responder, which is better than not having an ambulance at all. So it's a good thing. Any questions? If you do not inspect your ambulance, or you run intentionally with an ambulance, you know it's not mechanically sound, something goes wrong. Would that be a duty to act? Yes. Would that be a breach of duty? Yes. Would there be damages? Probably. Would it be caused by your breach of duty? That would be gross negligence. If you decided to, on the last call, maybe you forgot to turn the oxygen off, you left it cracked, your oxygen runs out the next morning, you decide to have coffee with the boys, talk instead of doing your morning inspection, and you show up to difficulty breathing with no oxygen. Your patient dies. Would that be a duty to act? Would it be a breach of your duty? Would there be damages? Would there damages be tied to you having coffee instead of checking your ambulance? Pretty important to do that. Any questions? Dispatch phase, hopefully. Your dispatcher, hopefully. With the nature call. And where the location of the patient is correctly. How many patients, any special problems? It may not always happen. It's very difficult to be a dispatcher. Did we already do the dispatch calls?
No.
Or maybe that's in this one. Might be in this presentation. But the 911 calls? Yeah, it looks like. I don't think we have. I think that's this presentation. These are actually pretty good. Not right now. I'm so silly.
County emergency.
Oh, I need a, ambulance, please, at 5111 High Meadow Drive,
An
Department.
example of studies.
Please hurry up, somebody
dispatcher.
shot, fire shot.
Okay, listen, 50,
She on the ground, I don't know if she hurt.
okay, ma'am, give me the number again.
5111 High Meadow Drive, in front of apartment in Savannah Trace Townhouse.
Okay, so the female's down, she's been shot.
For a minute. Don't move.
Okay, where's the person that shot her?
I don't know, the car's been off, please.
Okay, ma'am, we're gonna get the people going there, okay? I just need you to stay on the phone so I can get further, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna leave it. Please don't move. Please don't move. They coming, okay? Please don't move. We got the kids. Please don't move. Just stay there. Okay, we'll get them. You just calm down. So don't move. We got them. Don't worry about it.
Okay, over on
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Okay.
are you over on High Meadow?
Yeah, they was in the car. They set off.
Do you see what kind of car?
Did anybody see what kind of car it was? They saw it, they didn't know what kind of color was it. It was a silver car, that's all we know, it set off so fast.
Silver car?
I mean, it was like about 9 seconds. Okay, they coming.
Okay, everybody's on the way. I'm still gonna put you on hold for a second so we can get ambulance and rescue, okay?
Okay, please.
Kempsey County 911.
I'm at the, Kalamazoo Cracker Barrel, there's been gunshots in the car.
There's gunshots in a car. Okay,
Yeah.
well, has anybody been hit?
2 cars have been shot up, there's 3 people in 1 car, and 1 guy is not moving.
Do you have a vehicle? Where's the shots fired from?
Yeah, I got it. We're at Kalamazoo Cracker Barrel.
We're at Cracker Barrel. I
Just
got
start
that.
over
Where's the vehicle where they were shot from?
They're both in the parking lot.
They're both in the parking lot. Which the vehicle that fired the gun?
It's a blue HHR, dark blue, and it drove off right as we pulled up.
Was the blue HHR?
Yeah,
Do you have a plate or anything? Which way did they go?
no, because right as we pulled up, he was pulling out and he just took off out of the, entrance.
All right, you said it was a blue HHR, correct?
Yes.
All right, hold on just a second.
Okay, can I get an ambulance to this?
Get an ambulance.
Okay,
Get an ambulance. All right, are they breathing?
one is not. Are you guys all okay? Okay, so this, one car is okay, the other one is a minivan and the passenger is not moving.
Passenger's not moving?
No.
Yeah, right. We got one.
Tomorrow, 600 around over there, yeah. 200 minutes, there as well. Any similarity or relation?
I got it.
Did you see who the person was?
No,
The
because
driver?
right as we pulled up, they flew out of here.
Okay.
You guys get the gist of it? These are wicked.
What's going on? Because he has so many, what's the name? What is the name? Your father's name? That's process. Okay, how old is he? What's going on? What's going on? I'll take her to her. Okay, don't, everything up, please. Okay, now, where's your mother at right now? Okay. Because they're on the way, don't keep on the line till they get their page, your front door open. I know. Okay, you go along it, come back to the front of the office, just come in. That's right, okay. What's the way not stop? What's the matter? Okay, let's go on your way, okay? Hello?
Not yet.
Center for 911, where's your emergency?
This is Annie. We're trying one look. What's going on?
What's the problem?
Background?
What's the problem there?
They just killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know. Who wants a gun?
He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He went there for hurry up. Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
The reason why they put this guy in
What is the
this.
monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey doing.
He went there back.
He's. If the monkey moves away from your friend, let me know, okay? So we try to help your friend.
No, she's dead. She's dead.
Why are you saying that she's dead?
He ripped her apart.
He ripped her apart, her face?
Everything.
He ripped her apart? Just breathe, okay? I'm gonna put you on the phone until they get there.
Please, hurry. Please, hurry. Oh, my God.
Sandra, stay in your car. Sandra, I need you to stay in your car.
Judah, please. I tried stabbing him, and he's hurt now too. So he's gonna touch anybody. I can't get out of this door. Oh, there's some guy that's, taking the place out. Oh. Well, you're in the back, I have an apartment in the back, and he said he was looking for a guy, when he comes to my door, and, yeah, and, said he's, looking for an apartment. So I live alone, and I'm an old lady. So where did he live? I don't have no idea.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's your emergency?
My house,
Okay, what's the emergency?
I just killed my mom and my sister.
You just killed your mother and your sister? How did you do that?
They shot him with a, 22 revolver.
Are you sure they're dead?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to stay on the phone with me, okay? Are you all right?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Where is the gun?
On the kitchen counter.
Is there any reason that you were so angry at your mother and your sister?
I don't know, I wasn't, it's weird, I wasn't even really angry with them, it just kinda happened, I just planning on, killing for a while now.
Yeah.
911. Somebody broke into our house, last night, and, I don't know who it was, but they killed everybody here, except for my sister, my brother, and me. Okay, and what happened now? There was a guy with a pistol or some kind of gun, and he came in and, shot my mother and my grandma, those were the only ones here. And you're there now? And they also killed one of my grandma's dogs, so we still have 3 dogs left.
Thanks for watching. For more videos,
This guy I want to have a beer with. This is probably one of the best 911 calls I've ever heard in my life.
What is your emergency? I'm at Trumpet Store, Orlando, which is on 7th Avenue. I just had my leg amputated by a bailiff. I need a 911 assistance immediately, please. You just had your leg amputated by a bailiff? Yes, ma'am. Which is not sure. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna bleed to death. I'm afraid. Oh, where are you again? Tell me where you are. Murphy Stone? Yes, ma'am. It's a recycling place on 7th Avenue. 7th Avenue, OBC. 7th it's 7th Avenue and Recycle Boulevard. Okay, hold on for the paramedics first. Yeah, I'll get it done. I'll see you, I'll be. Tell the name of that company. I'm trying to find an answer for them. It's Murphy, SMURFIC. Oh, it's SDORD. So I'm just trying for what's the other 2 working trigger? We're trying to find it. Tell that company again. My leg, I ended up getting amputated by a bailiff. I'm sorry, sir, I didn't hear you. What was it? My leg, I've been amputated by a bailiff. Sir? On a bailiff, and where are you located at, sir? Market Stone, it's 7th Avenue and Recycle Boulevard. 7th Avenue and Recycle? Yes, sir. Are you there by yourself, sir? No, sir, I'm not, but no one's hearing me. And I'm really losing blood, sir. I'm gonna die. All right, sir. I'll bet you that. You're at Recycle Center Drive? Yes, sir. Okay. And what is Avenue? And what business are you at, sir? Market Stone? Market Stone? Market, SMURFIC. Market? Yes, sir. Okay. And do you have anything that you can control the bleeding with, sir? Sir, I have nothing, sir. Okay. What's the phone number you're calling from, sir? My cell phone, 407. Okay. Is your leg, are you or your leg still stuck in the machine, sir? I'm out. My leg is down in there. It was at my ankle, sir. Okay. Is it above the knee, below the knee? Below the knee, it was at my ankle, sir. Okay. And, how old are you, sir? I'm 20, sir. Yeah, we're people on the way. Yeah, they're on the way, sir, but do you have anything at all you can use to control bleeding? You just have to take your shirt off? I have my jeans wrapped up around it, sir. Okay, you don't have it tied as a tourniquet, you just have, you're holding pressure to it, right? Right. Okay, we're coming as fast as we can, I'm gonna stay on the phone with you, sir. But I think I'm gonna pass out. Okay. Could you please do me a favor, if I give you a phone number, can you call my mother? What is that number, sir? 407. Sorry, I'm sorry, that's my cell phone.
Kid kills me.
Can you please tell her I love her, I'm not gonna die on her, but
Bleed to
I love her anyways. Can you please tell her that? Yeah, we're coming, sir, here, and everything's gonna be all right, folks. Everything's gonna be okay, okay?
Never say that.
Yeah, that's you on phone around. Yes. Okay, we're coming coming as fast as we can. I want you to control the bleeding, sir, with your one hand, okay? Just controlling it there. Okay. Where in the property is this machine located? When you come in, you're gonna go straight. You're gonna see a building, if you keep going, you're gonna see a big blue baler. Sir, I'm in the middle of that baler, I'm not moving. Okay. Sir, how much blood do I have to lose before I die? I don't know, sir, but that's fine, just hold that shirt, just continue to hold that shirt on there. Sir, I'm gonna die. No, you're not, sir. My mother's gonna, I'm not gonna die from this, my mother's gonna kill me. Okay, we're coming to Have you called my mother? I haven't called her, sir, we will call her. Okay, thank you very much. We're coming. Can I ask if anybody else has called in from this location, because I'm just curious if any of my coworkers have called. I don't see any other calls, sir. That's great. I love these guys. Yeah, I'm here, sir. What's your name? My name's Shep, sir. I love you, dude. We're coming as best we can. Sir, we're coming as best we can. Just keep talking to me and use your other hand to continue to control that bleeding, okay? Can you please play with me? Okay, go ahead, sir. Then we'll do this thing. I bring you all my sins of others from the building. And I will do so much. Please don't let me die, but if I do die, Lord, please let me go to the pit Lord. I know I've done so much shit in my life, Lord. I've done so much. But Lord, please just let me be okay. And if I'm not okay, let me live and have all of you. Please do my mother, keep her strong, because I know she's not going to be happy. God, please let me get through this. Sir, I don't hear an ambulance or anything. They're coming as fast as they can, sir. Are you sure you have the right address? If you don't ambulance, off the Bourbon Street in our area? Yeah, you're down off of, William Street Road now. Yes, sir. Okay, we're coming as fast as we can, sir. We're coming as fast as we can. Are they gonna have painkiller for me? Sure, yeah, if you're gonna need it, they're gonna give you whatever you need, sir, okay? But I think I'm gonna throw up. Empty room. Okay. You're on the scene at the? Okay. Please don't let me die. Well, you're not gonna die, sir. How are you doing with your, with the control of the bleeding? It's pretty much stopped, but I don't know if it's all right to keep my hand up there. Well, that's fine, I understand, because you're probably feeling your pain, right? Yes, sir. Okay, well, that's why I want you to continue to talk to me, okay? They'll take you right here now. They're coming, they're just around the corner from you. Okay, and what I want you to do is I want you to continue to hold that pressure on there, even though you said the bleeding has stopped, okay? Sir? Yes, sir. Forgot about my dad. My stepdad, he adopted me. Mm-hmm. Please tell him I love him too. Yes, sir. What is your name? My name is John. John? Yeah, John Maynard, M-A-Y-N-A-R-D. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get so fucking tired.
Sir, I hate to interrupt, the sheriff's office, we can't find him in the recycle center, where are you?
Okay, he's all the way in the back, John, you're right, you're behind the building at the big blue machine, right? I'm in the blue machine, yes, but. Did you copy that up though?
Yeah, right behind the building, near Big Blue Machine.
Big blue machine, yeah. It has sails all around it, maybe a forklift out front, I don't know. It's pretty gruesome in here, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, no, I understand. The police are there now looking for you, okay? Or I'm gonna pass out. Okay, no, I want you to keep talking to me, you're gonna be fine. Hello? They're coming, John. John, they're coming. They're coming, John, yes, John. John, stay with me. I'm touching you right now, Phil. I'm sorry, what's that, John? I'm here, John. Stay with me. Sir? Yes, sir. Here. You're my. Oh, that's fine. You're not talking here, over.
Do you hear somebody, do you hear somebody there now, John? I hear somebody in the background.
That's my coworker Ricky.
Okay, can you just find out? Okay, so I just found you? John,
Yeah,
your coworker just found you, right?
yeah, he just found me.
Okay, now, is he still there with you?
No, he wants to get sleep.
Okay,
Hey, sir,
yeah, that's fine.
I love everybody.
Okay, so coming. I see what they want.
Yeah.
They're coming as fast as they can. John, you're gonna be okay, we're gonna help you. They're coming, John, they're coming as fast as they can.
I'm fixing the jail, sir.
I'm sorry, John,
Sir,
yeah, we're here.
I'm here, sir.
Are you there? Yeah, I'm here.
Please.
You're talking to the police right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm good. Sir, hold on. Hold it in my pocket. Okay. Sir?
Yes, sir. Are you talking to me or the police, John?
I'm talking to both of you.
Okay.
Am I getting the jail today? Oh, no, I got.
Sorry, John. John.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. What I need you to do, is there one police officer with you or two?
What?
Is there one police officer or two there?
How many police officers are there? This is a failing machine, sir. I'm on the phone, yes, sir. Okay, sir, you're telling me I can hang up with you now.
You're gonna hang up with me? Okay.
Yeah,
All right, all right. We can disconnect now, sir. All right, John, they're gonna take good care of you, okay?
Can you,
Yeah, I will take care of calling your brother.
I'm gonna write you a letter and send you flowers.
Okay, John, I'm gonna call your mother, okay?
Sir, actually, it might be smarter to call my dad, 'cause my mom will probably pass out.
Okay, what is your dad's phone number?
Okay, I'm gonna hang up with you, sorry. Can you call my mom? Sorry, I gotta go.
Okay, that's fine. John, what's your dad's name?
Possibly the best 911 call in history. All right, you're out to scene. You have to get there alive. You can't help your patient if you're wrecked. Any questions? And believe me, you never know what's gonna happen. When you go to park, your ambulance is longer and bigger than cars. Do not crash into parked fire engines. Watch the headlights of the fire engine. That's what happens when you hit a fire engine with an ambulance. Then your very angry paramedic partner walks in front of the screen with a horrific scowl on his face because he's just unbelievable. Disbelief. Yeah, Scratch the Ambulance did like $8,000 damage to the fire engine. What? Where's the other one? I got way better videos than that. I don't know where they are, but I got them. All right, safe parking. You have to be able to do this before they'll let you out in an emergency vehicle. So park away from hazards, stay out of the flow of traffic, do not have your high views pointed into traffic. Don't park next to a burning tanker full of fuel. All these people are dead.
How do you know that's exactly where I went to the park?
Yeah. Even this guy's too close. You know what a blebby is? This is a blebby. Boiling liquid expanding vapor explosion. Hey, George, why don't you pull the hard line? George, are you okay? George isn't okay. The good news is they never did that again. They learned from it in heaven. Prepare for the unexpected. Oh, my other videos. Got a really good one going in. No, one's going into the mill fire with traffic. Where Amber threads the needles that people make evasive moves in front of her. Transported to the hospital. That's your day, Coach. We're not gonna watch that. Report, do a patient care report. Clean everything, restock, get ready for the next emergency. Any questions? This is highly inappropriate. None's got the last laugh in the end. Bill Cosby was for me.
I don't think I'm supposed to do that.
No. So is that. One of these, you'll actually see the patient and the attendant fly out the back door. A lateral impact. I think it's this one. No. They did a good job on that one. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. There they go. There it is in slow motion for those of you that didn't see it. Look at the pedestrians. They're like, holy shit, catch them. I want to read you this to superhero music, but I'm afraid I'll get fired. Don't do an illegal U-turn.
No, that's the dog, my guy. Oh my God, there's people in the road.
See and safe, BSI.
Not so safe.
Intersections. Oh! Private ambulance, they know how to create business. Look it up. Oh!
Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Got it.
Way too fast for conditions. I honestly do not have the. Swear to God. I do not, I do, that's. Here are all my COSPs, feel free. Because we've had so many doors over the years. Yeah, I've been teaching here since 1991. Yes. Computer first off. 25A. It's 25A. That's 26, that's 25, and I have 25. I don't either. I have it, it was good for something once upon a time, you can try it. Try 17. So try 17 and try 25A. And then try these little things. Try one, try 1 and 17, try 25A, and try one of the ones that aren't on. If not maintenance, they're here. I just saw them. They should have key. Sorry, I didn't think I did. Grab pages, they're here. You need a flashlight? Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea.
Oh.
That's family following them. I like the idea of the things coming up though for safety. We don't have that here. Yeah. We might spend, $500,000 per rail crossing, but we can't have that. I'm sure that was done for under 10,000.
Yes. I didn't get it financially.
Yeah, we get great video of that.
Right.
Almost threaded the needle. Almost got it. Yes, we did.
On the scale. Put in the Olympics right now.
The Olympics. Did the attendant come out?
Yeah.
Ooh, bus, fire engine, ambulance. Taking out all the public services.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's why you should wear your seatbelt. And then again. No seatbelt, you gotta go back to the station. That's a cool little sprinter. Well, it's funny, these are cops. Oh, this is a good one. They even showed it slowed down for you. Okay, just keep slowing it down so you get the full effect. Whoa, whoa. Sounds like Dory. But you cut it a little bit, the car was way out of line though. He's cut the corner, he's cheap. He came back over for the motorcycle. I don't know where that car was going. Excuse me, I speak well. About 30 deaths a year in ground ambulance crashes. They crash way more than helicopters, contrary to popular belief. Yeah, patient died in that one. They just had one in Philadelphia this week. Mom found baby not breathing. Father-in-law or grandpa of the baby was the operations supervisor for MedStar Ambulance. Off duty, but had an ambulance in his house. She called 911, but didn't want to wait because you know anything about current emergency services in the station, there could be real long wait times. But there's not a whole lot of ambulances available nationwide. And so she called the father-in-law, so he jumped out of bed, grabbed an ambulance, had mom doing CPR with the baby in the front seat, trying to get to the hospital. Code 3, blew a stoplight, and T-boned another car, blew mom and the baby out the windshield. And since it was his night off, he'd been so now he's got felony DUI. They don't know if mom's gonna live, and of course, baby died. That was just this week. This one, they don't know what happened. She either had a seizure or fell asleep or died behind the wheel and drove head on and drove across traffic head on into an 18-wheeler. Caused one hell of a mess. All right, so driver characteristics. You got to be physically fit to operate an emergency vehicle. You cannot be fatigued, you cannot be under the influence of medication. You have to be mature and psychologically stable. You can't be angry at someone else and go driving an emergency vehicle. It doesn't work out. Your actions will be scrutinized. Believe me, I'm an operations manager. I get calls constantly. If it wasn't for cameras, my people would be in trouble all the time. But fortunately, the cameras will protect you in these vehicles. They show everything that happens. Any questions? Unless, of course, you're doing what you're not supposed to be doing, then it'll prove the people right. So I suggest you don't do that. Everything gets videoed nowadays. Always wear your seatbelts so don't you get ejected like the guys on the video. Any questions? That's not fun. It just looks dumb. Oh, here's the other video. Anticipate the actions of others. If you don't, this will happen. Here it is. This is pretty impressive, actually. That's the entire city of wheat burning down. Do not yell explicits at people out the window of your ambulance.
What is it?
She yells at them. And they decided last minute they didn't want to go directly into a giant fire. Don't know why. We'll watch it one more time. Well, I've got some more. So this is just driving back from dropping a patient off, pay our driver across for you, fall asleep behind the wheel. How's the head on? Yeah. So this is Emma. There's been 3 wrecks in the last year and a half. She's been in all 3 of them.
Don't ride with Emma. She's not even.
She's just unlucky.
Literally, she just has a match of love.
This one, Emma's asleep on the gurney in the back there.
Oh, shit.
That's Talon. Driving up I-5, what can go wrong? That! Roll over in front of you. Expect the unexpected.
Is that the call they were going to?
No, they were coming back from a transfer Reading, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Bro, that
knock was
immaculate.
Well, he's gotta stop now.
He did a great job.
That was a day.
He could not have done, hit this one and the one of the Amber avoiding that crash on the mill fire are 2 of the best I've ever seen. He could not have done better.
We need to watch that again.
This is what I beams on everything. I feel like that comes up on them really fast.
Yeah.
That was-
It's just super dark too.
Yeah.
And it's raining. Yeah.
Tac Fest talent. Hey, one of the greatest medics you've ever known wears a Tac Fest. No, I don't have stab plates. Probably should though. It's a good idea.
The what days does Emma work?
Here's the other one she was driving in.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Same road as the lady that fell asleep behind the wheel, almost the same spot.
Oh my God.
3:15 in the morning. Who lets their cows out?
If you're in Forts Valley, they're always on.
Who let the cows out?
Brian, did you know that they have free roam cattle, parts of 89?
Oh, baby.
No, actually, yes, but in Siskiyou County, they have to announce that you cannot allow them, they have to be supervised, there has to be a person with them.
They were not supervised.
Yeah, well, I found this out after that wreck. So free range county, you can have free range, but it has to be designated and it has to be posted. It's
Do you
not,
think it, because it was technically Shasta where that was at?
that could be Shasta's different set of rules. Yeah, that one was too cool for you too.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's what I'm talking about. That was a good one, Yeah. Yeah, I can.
This one's my favorite.
This one seems terrible.
Situational awareness.
Little chicken.
Oh, wait, you should be able to see.
Fortunately, the pilot's paying attention.
He's like, go stop, go stop. That's what the old lady did to me the other day, right? I do. And the old woman was over there, but I let go.
That was so.
That breaks my heart.
Why is it red like the lions?
I'm gonna walk my bike the rest of this tunnel. Those wise there to help drunks.
I was gonna say, like in between maybe? Mhm.
You did it more than make for.
Yes. Someone's on the wrong side of the road. No, it's.
Bloody Europeans.
What's going on? It's okay. Not clear. That woman's gonna yell at them for something. That woman was here. She just stays there. Listen to that.
She's on the bus times.
She said, this is my chance. That's what it's.
Bates.
People that are down.
Thank God nobody is coming the opposite direction. Cushion of safety, always watch tailgaters, always use the backer when backing. Backed over by his own fire engine. Backed over by his own fire engine during a photo shoot for the press with the news there. Wanna know what the third one is? Backed over by his own department's fire engine. Always use a backer.
It seems like most vehicles realize that this ambulance is barreling down Palafox Street. Cars are.
That's a dumb video. Anyway. Ambulances are heavier. They don't corner as well and they're top heavy. They don't stop and they don't corner as well as your little car does. What is that, a type 1, a type 2, or a type 3? It's not a type at all. I made those since they put those glasses in. That's a hearse with a light on it.
They're playing the wrong song.
All right. Be aware of wet surfaces and weather. Know the laws. In most states, you can drive as fast as you need going code 3 as long as you have due regard for the safety of others, which means if something else happens or someone gets injured, it's going to be your fault and you lose everything. So be real careful if you're driving code 3. Any questions? Red light is only a request for the right of way. It does not give it to you. They have to yield it for you. All right, I think we've pretty much killed the police escort thing. It was a big thing 30 years ago. The data is undeniable. The wrecks go up like 500% when you have police escort, because everyone pulls over for the cop, then they immediately pull back over and crash into the ambulance. It's a really bad idea. So this is a movie. It's a very, very funny movie. But so this isn't real, but it gives a great example. Even before we understood police escorts, even though it's a police car chasing an ambulance, it shows you exactly why police escorts are a bad idea. Because this is exactly what happens to the public. It's not the time for the internet to go on. That's exactly what happens. They go right on through again. Any questions about police escorts? Yeah. All right, air ambulances. There's 2 types of air ambulance. There's fixed wing and rotary wing. When loaded and in air, they are the safest and fastest way and mode of transportation. Know your local capabilities and your local resources. In most areas, they will recommend if it's a critical patient use, it will be total time fastest way of transportation. Any questions? All medevac operations should go through dispatch to the ICS system. The last thing you want is multiple air ambulances coming to the same scene. Bad things happen. Landing zones. You have to have an adequate landing zone. Has to be at minimum 100 by 100 square feet. Free of debris. When you have any when you have any debris, it will become rotor wash. The rotor wash for the helicopter will blow it up. It will injure you or other people. If it's at nighttime, they have night vision, do not shine lights at the helicopter. If they're using night vision, you'll blind the pilot. Blind pilots, bad things happen. Never approach a helicopter until the crew directs you to. I don't care how good you think you are. Never approach a helicopter until the crew directs you to. Never approach a helicopter from the rear. It has a rear rotor that will dice you into 10 million pieces and you'll never even see it coming. Never approach a helicopter from an uphill side on an uneven surface. Any questions? There's a guy in a picture on the wall there who got out of a helicopter on the uphill side. Fortunately, he was wearing a helmet and still alive, but it'll never work again. Rotor took him right in the head. Fortunately for him, he was the paramedic. The guy he was picking up with a broken leg in the Trinity Alps was a naval trauma surgeon. He was able to drag him with his broken leg, drag the medic into the helicopter, and they flew directly to the level 2 trauma center. Any questions? Do not park your apparatus or your ambulance at the landing zone. Park at minimum 50 to 100 yards away. After they've landed and they wave you over, then you can drive over there. Because engines fail.
Goal is to reach around the bottom victims and air the safety. This will be no routine exercise. Helicopter approaches the ground. Then climbs out on the skid. Suddenly, the engine fails. It manages to get some lift. It's not enough.
No injuries. The open door fell on us again. What are the chances? The open door falls on top of him. And he spins around you. No injuries. Guardian Angel. So this one was in Houston. This is a PHI that crashed on the roof of a 6-story hospital. Pilot did an amazing job keeping it on the roof. Dropping off. They already, the start of the video you saw in the electrification in. And they all walked away from this. I love the sprinklers that are coming on the helipad when the fire's not on the helipad. Nice try, guys. Then everybody walked away from it. Oh, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't. All right. Special considerations, nighttime landings are very dangerous. Uneven ground, never, ever approach the uphill side. Hazmats. There has to be uphill and upwind of the hazmat. Always. Any questions? For those of you that are visual learners. Any questions? No hot saw. Very, very important. Animals and livestock are a real thing, especially in areas like this. They don't understand. Stand back from the helicopter. Back in the days, they used to land at Mont and Dunsmere. We used to have to do what they call their critter run at night. Go lights and sirens up and down the runway and scare all the deer and raccoons off the runway. So when you're landing at 180 miles an hour, you don't really want to have a deer. Or even a raccoon. There's your aircraft safety rules. Any questions? Any questions on the aircraft safety rules? All right. So look at your aircraft safety rules. And let's see how many you can count were violated in this video.
Maybe five. Yeah.
Don't close to those people. I'm close to the cameraman. What's to the right of the helicopter? What could possibly go wrong? Huh? They are. Well, why would you land in a field? Grass, debris, power lines. Common sense. Competency. Hey, take me down to land in the field. Now they gotta get the patient over the drainage to get your back into the ground ambulance. Everybody get the gurney out. Who knows? Uh-oh. Think all those people inside the house now can't watch the game together. Yeah. Don't land on unstable, set your landing zones on unstable surfaces. Back the crowds up. Thank God that brave little snowmobile gave its life.
Oh, so lovely.
Front row. Nobody moves. Nobody moves.
I know. And you're still not, oh my God.
No, people aren't very smart as we're gonna roll.
Oh my God, I started church though.
Thank God that brave little snowmobile gave its life for all those people. Yep, there's the ambulance. Guess they'll be using that now. God only knows how far away the hospital is.
That was like, Lord.
They didn't call an ambulance for Sunny Bone, I don't think. Sunny Bono, there was one survivor, most people don't know that, the tree.
Barely seen.
Most you don't know who Sunny Bono is, that's a good thing. Well, I know his ex-wife though. So this is another one, scene safety, scene secure. You have a helicopter hot loading. Ambulance is driving right around the helicopter until a fire engine decides it's gonna drive through the helicopter. Sadly, it's not a professional photography though, and he kind of freaks out. Helicopter intersection, what should I do? I think I'll stop. Now, I'll drive around the I'll keep going.
Yo sabía que era en helicóptero porque hay un carabino de grande. Si el choque fuera de lado, yo ya esperé. Oye, un auto chocaba con un patrulla y había como dos carabineros tirados en el suelo y el auto, un auto azul, un Endo, para mí que venían de una persecución.
What's the cops? He's running around the helicopter. Comes the fire engine. Why is there a helicopter? It wants the fire engine. We'll just drive through it. Run! Run! Hold the camera still. How much fuel's been saved? That ended badly. When loaded in the air, it's the fastest mode of transportation. The downside is it takes time for it to lift off, land, package patient for flight. They're invaluable when used appropriately. However, they can be a detriment to patient transport when not used appropriately. If you're already on scene, it is too late to request an air ambulance. If you're going somewhere you think you might need an air ambulance, launch it. So that way they're flying, so they got to get out there, file a flight plan, unstrap everything, get it warmed up, get it rotored up. It's going to be 15 to 20 minutes for it to get off the ground. So if you're driving somewhere in 30 minutes, you want to get that 15 to 20 minutes going so that it's in the air and it's going the same distance you are. If you're waiting on scene for it, it's going to be, even in, if it's reasonably close to you, it's going to be 20 to 30 minutes before it gets there. You don't want to wait on scene for 20 to 30 minutes if you need a helicopter. Does that make sense? So launch it when you leave. If you're already on scene, it's too late. Any questions? Let's give you some examples. We're on a TC on Highway 96 at Happy Camp. Yeah. So you requested them when you responded because you know that's a long ways away. So you get to scene. Now they're only 15 minutes away. It's a 12-minute flight time to the closest hospital. Its drive time to that facility is 90 minutes. Is it going to be faster to fly the patient or drive it? 15 minutes to scene. They're going to have to take air off, circle, make sure it's safe. 5 minutes to land. Now we're at 20. It's going to take 10 minutes to package them for flight, strap everything down. Now we're at 30 minutes. It's going to take 5 minutes to lift off. Now we're at 35 minutes. It's going to take 12 minutes to fly to the trunk, so we're at 47 minutes, and another 5 minutes to land. So they'll be there in under an hour, 52 minutes. It's going to take you 90 minutes. This is a frame. Any questions? All right. TC 97 and A12 here. Again, you launched it when you left. They got a 3-minute ETA with an 8-minute transport time to a trauma center. It's 20 minutes by ground. What's going to be faster? Ground's going to get there in half the time. 3-minute ETA, 5 minutes to land, 10 minutes to package, 5 minutes to lift off, 8 minutes trauma center, another 5 minutes to land. So 8, 18, 23, 31, 36 minutes. You'll be there in 20. Make sense? All right, go to break. Be back at 8 o'clock, ready to do hopefully complicated scenarios if we have enough reactors. If not, we'll do Jeopardy.